Hey, guys, I've got some work for you to do. Oh my gosh, it's about time! It's been like 4 months since we last filmed a video. What are we working on? Oh great, another school assignment. Well, work is work, I guess. I guess. It's just I thought it'd be something more, I don't know, interesting. Hey, I have you know art history is very interesting. You know, without all the artists that came before us, we wouldn't have all the great media that we enjoy. What? What? Where are we? You were falling asleep? Oh, my bad. Just Jem was going on, but all I was hearing was blah blah blah, you know? Hey! Come on, Etoile, let's film this video. Ah, Romanticism. An era which challenged the ideas brought on by neoclassicism and the Enlightenment. Gone were the days of logic and reason. Instead, artists started tapping into their feelings, as more and more people started to take into consideration the important role emotion had in shaping the human experience. And what an emotional time it was. With the American and French revolutions bringing about new ideas of freedom and equality, artists of all different mediums around the world began using their art as an outlet to discuss this change in philosophy and use their art as a means to capture the events of the time. One such artist was the painter James Ward. James Ward was an English artist who began painting in 1790. Though many of his paintings were of landscapes and animals, as were done by many Romantic artists, if you look deeper, there's more than meets the eye. Take this piece for example. What do you see? A man? Not just any man. A black man. But why does his race matter? Well, at the time this painting was made, England was still 30 years away from passing the Slavery Abolition Act. At that same time, James Ward was part of an inner circle of artists who were against the slave trade, and within this circle, slave owners were viewed as greedy serpents. And so, this painting can be viewed as an allegory of the struggle to end slavery. Ward wasn't the only artist to do this though. Between the French and Americans both rebelling against their respective governments, it is in this time we see a rise in artists all over the West making more artwork just like this, that was intended to share their thoughts on events happening at the time. Here in the United States, American artists would partake in this. One being Frederick Edwin Church, who painted this landscape in 1861, as a response to the Union winning the Battle of Fort Sumter. Church made this piece in support of the Union during the American Civil War, and paints the flag in the sky to signify how the heavens would supposedly guide them to victory. There are also the more well-known Romantic artists who, if you're one of my boss's peers, you're likely aware of them already, but for those who aren't caught up with their art history, I'll quickly speedrun through a few. Here we have Eugène Delacroix, the massacre at Chios, made in 1824, which depicts the Greeks' revolt against the Turks for independence. The Slave Ship, made by J.M.W. Turner in 1840, which he gained inspiration for after reading about the Zong Massacre of 1781. Or Francisco Goya's 1812 piece, A Procession of Flagellants, which was part of a series which showed aspects of Spanish life of which they wished to change. And of course, there are plenty of other paintings and artists that I could mention, but then we'd be here all day. Or if you're one of my boss's peers, then all night, I suppose. Now, if you're like my dumb cameraman, you're probably wondering to yourself, why should we care about this art, or these artists? The reason we care about these artists is because we're doing the same things that they used to. These artists paved the way for making art which expressed one's own feelings. I mean, look at the political comments that artists make around every election, or the art that was made in response to Russia invading Ukraine, or the ways that artists have revolted against the rise in AI art. Romantic artists were the ones who made the push to lean into our emotions and express them forward. The least we can do is to acknowledge them and their impact. Well, that's all from me. I would like to say thank you for watching this video. I've been Etoile, and you most likely won't be seeing me later. Well, unless...